From character options, their Doctor Who line, and their history, the Daleks gift packs. This is number 4, this recounting Daleks from where they appeared in the episode The Daleks Master Plan all the way back in 1965. The box as always looks great, these figures look amazing, but a thing I need to stress right now, this is very, very secondhand. And you can see even now, paint streaks here, these guys weren't properly secured. It sucks, but sometimes you can never be too careful when it comes to eBay buys. The figures themselves still look good, but I'm going to point out that anytime I might point out a paint blemish or anything like that, it more than likely is a result of these guys being secondhand. Even still, they look absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to actually open them up and have a look at these guys from the 4th major story of the Daleks, as well as the first time we've ever had one identified as a Supreme or Leader Dalek. Here's the thing I want to say right now, just in praise of character options. They could have just repacked the Silver Dalek from the chase, because that's exactly what these Daleks look like. They didn't update the props. But they went to the trouble of giving this new piece to the Silver Dalek, and of course giving a completely new deco to our Supreme Dalek here. We're going to get into what that is on the Silver Dalek in a minute, but first let's actually look at his boss, the Supreme Dalek. So as you can see, he is covered in black, silver, and blue. He looks absolutely great. It looks like if Dalek Sec had showed up in the 60s instead. He has a rotation at the head, he has a universal for his gun, and he has a universal for his manipulator. Down below, he of course has wheels, as well as one here that can help you steer. The paint looks wonderful. I know, I can see where it's been rubbed off, but again, that's not on character options, that's very much on poor packaging and just the wears of time. This guy looks absolutely great. He's going to pop on any Dalek shelf you put him on, just because it's kind of rare to get a black Dalek. But then, looking at his subordinate, these are just one of his Trooper Daleks. Same articulation throughout the entire figure. He has these bright blue orbs on his skirt. Looks wonderful. But then there's this. So what this is during the Daleks Master Plan, there is a part where the Daleks are trying to find the Doctor in a forest, I believe, and they need lights. So what that is I'm not even kidding, it's a tiki torch that they use to light their way, which means that this Dalek, of course, has a light, sure, but he also has a flamethrower, and character options gave you a flame effect part. That is too good. That is wonderful. I love this so much. If this guy's gonna stand out on a shelf, this silver guy with the flame, the actual effect item, he's gonna become a centerpiece for me very quickly. For scale, here these two are with the blue Dalek from the chase set. I just need to stress again, the silver Dalek from the chase set is exactly the same as this one, only he has the plunger instead of a flamethrower. The blue one I think makes for a more interesting contrast, and you can really see here how the Dalek props are actually a lot more unique than you might think, especially in those earlier years. So these figures share a lot of parts, but there's also a lot of small differences between them. Most obviously, the movie Dalek has a different chest piece, has some differences in the head, but then even things like, of course, the flame arm and the colors really do help to make this a standout lineup, more than just if I were to army build the same exact Dalek over and over and over again. And for scale, once again, here they are with the character options First Doctor, seeing as how that's the Doctor these Daleks would have actually come across, and they just look so good together. It looks so good, I love it. And just like the other two History of the Daleks box sets, you get a really nice backdrop printed onto the back of the box, this time depicting the Dalek time machine. If you zoom in, it can be used to great effect for figure photography. See what I mean? Looks absolutely wonderful. Out of everything that these box sets include, this is such a simple thing, but it works so incredibly well. To me, this gives just extra value to a pack that already was giving you two incredible figures for your Doctor Who display. So overall, just like the other 3 packs, I would give this one a recommend. I still think the Chase is my favorite one because it gives you the most unique backdrop and it gives you the most unique Dalek, that being the blue one. However, I do think this one is better than the original Daleks 3-pack, because at least you're getting a little bit more variety between your Daleks. And also, Dalek with a flamethrower, come on, that's just too good.